I'm John Burt. I'm CEO of Medherant. We're a company founded out of the University of Warwick and based on the University of Warwick Science Park, developing a transdermal drug delivery technology. For many drugs, one of the challenges is that they're not optimized for oral drug delivery. They may be associated with side effects due to that oral drug delivery, or they're metabolized as a result of being delivered as tablets or capsules. So we have a delivery system for delivering drugs, pharmaceuticals through the skin, a transdermal drug delivery system, which is based on our own proprietary adhesive. So it optimizes the products that we can deliver. So it gives a better product for patients and for improving the clinical outcome for those patients that use our transdermal drug delivery system. So our lead product in development now is for smoking cessation, where we're taking an established drug, varenicline, which is commercialized as a blockbuster product. It's the most effective pharmacotherapy for smoking cessation, but as a patch, we believe it will offer a much better product for smokers so they can achieve their smoking cessation goals, principally because it avoids the nausea associated with oral drug delivery. So the key advantage for transdermal drug delivery. So with respect to smoking cessation, yes, many people have successfully quit smoking. I quit smoking myself, but it's recognized now clinically that it is about nicotine addiction, and that the most effective way to quit smoking is with support. That's support from behavioral counseling and therapy, but also particularly from pharmacotherapy. So there are a number of drugs available, but varenicline, the drug that we're using, is the most effective. It's been established as the most effective clinically, but also the most cost-effective way to achieve smoking cessation. So that's really important. And whilst we may think that the level of smoking is going down, in the US, there are still 34 million current smokers, 14% of the population. So still it's significant. And until basically smoking is eliminated, there are a lot of people that will suffer the health consequences of smoking. So there's a significant commercial opportunity for that product. Over the last 18 months, we've progressed with the development of the varenicline smoking cessation patch, really from concept to the point now where we will be filing our IND with the FDA in Q1 2021 to embark on the clinical trials. So we've made significant progress in developing that product. We've built that on the back of developing our own adhesive formulation, so the key component of our transdermal drug delivery system. We've also secured significant partnership with Cycle Pharmaceuticals, an emerging company based in Cambridge, and that covers multiple products, where we're developing transdermal drug delivery patches for them. They're funding our activities, but ultimately we would have a royalty on any product successfully developed out of that collaboration. We're now also seeing major pharma companies engaging with us. So really, we've had a significant transition over the last 18 months, enabled by additional funding that we've secured from Mercia and the Future Fund, which gives us really the platform to move into the next stage, which is going to be clinical development for our own products and really driving forward with those commercial relationships. Well, this is the second time I've worked with Mercia and then getting to know Mark Payton and others of the team. There are a number of levels which Mercia is supportive of. There's the engagement at the board level, and Mark in particular brings you a rich insight into the challenges and the opportunities for developing the business. There's the financial support, clearly the investment, and as Medherant, we had that as seed funding right from the founding as the company before I joined, and over the years that's transitioned to balance sheet investment from Medherant. And now we're seeing the benefit of being in introductions to other parts of the Mercia family for investment. So there's the financial, and then beyond that, there's the network that Mercia sits in as an investor. So bringing the ability to bring in and validate its investment and therefore encourage other investors to come in. So there was a convergence of a number of strands of activity associated with our varenicline patch, where we established the criteria for which we needed to meet to be able to move forward with the product. And we were ticking off all of those criteria. So we were in the lab demonstrating that we could get the drug delivery across the skin in vitro lab experiments. We had the adhesion that was required with the patch. we could manufacture the adhesive. We'd shown that it was non-irritant when worn on the skin, and the drug was non-irritant on the skin. So it was all meeting all of those criteria. So actually, when we got to that point, that was a significant inflection, so that we could then say, now we are confident to progress towards the clinic. So that was one of the inflection points. But also securing that, firstly, that collaboration with Cycle Pharmaceuticals, that validation for us was important for us, obviously important from a board and investor perspective, looking at the company, that there's more to this business than just a single product. Also thinking to the future, we can apply our technology to other drugs. Typically patches have been used for pain relief and alleviation of inflammation, and so the number of opportunities there. In CNS conditions such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, patches are already available. And the collaboration we have with Cycle Pharma is focused on rare diseases. So there are a number of areas where patches could be developed, and therefore we are contemplating those either through partnership or potentially as further generation products using our own platform. Looking ahead to over the next 3 to 5 years, as we progress the Veronicline development program, get into the clinic, in 3 to 5 years, we'll be at the point where we're approaching later clinical development, registration and commercialization of that product. Now, we're based in the UK, we're an emerging company here, but the principal market is in the US. So we would expect to have partnered that program. So in partnering that program, bringing on board a larger pharmaceutical company for the commercialization, there's a transaction there which could take many forms, but it would essentially help us realize the value of that program. In parallel with the development activities we're running for Cycle Pharma and potentially others, those will be progressing in the clinic. So we'll be establishing value in the portfolio of products that we've developed. And it creates over that period really an opportunity to then say, what's the next phase of development of the company? Are we on a path to being a long-term, independent, successful commercialization company, commercializing our products? Or have we created such value within the company that a potential acquirer has seen there is the value to take the technology platform and the products and bring that into their portfolio through a strategic acquisition? So over the next 3 years, I'd anticipate us being faced with that interesting array of options. And really then it's about what's best for the company, the investors in the company and all stakeholders to move the forward. So I always believe in keeping all options open as we grow and develop the business.